smells like a lemon. Good morning. We've just been on our walk with the dogs, up at 5:30, very early, but we've stuck with the routine for like a week and a half now, which is so good. And I'm just having a little mango smoothie for breakfast. So good. One thing that I'm so grateful for is frozen mango. I just think mango is the best tasting thing and it has the best texture, and I just love mango, but it's only in season for like a month or two. But frozen mango means you can have mango flavored things all the time, and I just love it. I'm so grateful for frozen mango. I'm doing something quite cute this morning. So I've made a little mushroom statue thing out of clay, and I've just painted it this morning. On my next little coat, I'm thinking of doing like little white spots around the mushroom, like just topping up the door a little bit, and then I'm gonna glaze it over, and then I'm gonna go take some photos of it in the garden. So essentially my channel is my life. Like, I film about my life and my experiences, and something I really love to do is just create. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know if it's gonna be weekly or every 2 weeks. Sorry, there's cars driving past. It's like peak hour traffic at the moment. So basically my channel is my life. So it's about my experiences and just how I live my life, I guess. And I'm a very creative person and I just love making things. So I'm thinking maybe every week or every 2 weeks, I'm gonna post like a DIY thing or something that I've made, or the process, or a tutorial or something, just to sort of give my channel a bit of a structure, I guess, like a bit of a reason to be here. That sounds so weird, but I feel like weekly vlogs, like I love watching weekly vlogs from the creators that I watch, but all of them have another thing that they do. So like one of my girls really loves to cook and she's coming out with a cookbook soon. One of my girls really loves to read. One of my girls really loves to play soccer. Like, they've all got their own extra thing besides a weekly vlog. And when I think, oh, I want to read a new book, I think, oh, I'm going to go Rachel's channel, you know? So like, I don't know, I kind of want something that people come here for, if that makes sense. Not just to watch what I did this week. I don't know if that really makes sense, but yeah, I'm starting like a little creative DIY section on my channel, I guess. Like, if you're into like building things or art, I've just started with something really small, like a tiny little clay mushroom. Oh, the birds are so nice today. It just makes me so happy when birds sound pretty in the morning. Off topic, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this one will be just like a tiny little mushroom DIY thing, but other ones could be like the massive swing that Rowan built, or like a big Bunnings DIY, like we want to do like a big fire pit area, so maybe that will be one of my DIYs. And so it can range from like tiny little clay things to like massive wooden projects, so no matter your budget you can like follow along for any project, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm very excited to start this new little section of my channel. But I have a dentist appointment this morning, and that's not a very fun thing to do. And I also have washing to fold and washing to do, and I gotta unstack the dishwasher, but that's literally just all home things, so I'm not mad about it. I think that's all I have to say this morning. I've been to the dentist. That was a very uncomfortable experience, as always. I actually don't mind the dentist, but today was just particularly uncomfortable. But now I'm just getting Cosmo some dog food, and I think I'm gonna be cheeky and get Macca's for lunch. One awful little fact about me is when I got my first job and like all this money was coming in, I didn't know what to do with it. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I can get Macca's all the time. And that's what I did. I got Macca's all the time. I got Macca's sometimes for breakfast on my way to work. I got Macca's on my lunch break, and sometimes I'd get Macca's for dinner. Like, it was the worst possible diet ever. And now essentially I feel like I've had too much Macca's and I rarely ever get it. Sometimes I get a little McFlurry. My go-to McFlurry is the M&M one with the hot fudge topping. Can't get better. Thank you too. Welcome to my spare room. So in about a week we're having some guests over. Very important guests to me. And I want this room to look nice. I want it to be a little bit inviting. At the moment, we've literally just got all the suitcases. We've got the art prints from the lounge room that we had to take off to like paint the wall. I have an extra little table. It's just not giving like a fun spare room. So today I'm gonna try and figure out a way to make it look better. around at like the weirdest hour, and when you do, you like go to your parents, you're like, oh my god mom, like look what I did, and the room is just like an absolute pigsty, or everything's just in the wrong spot, and they're like, oh wow, great job. I feel like this is giving that sort of energy. We are also expecting a bread frame, yeah. We are also expecting also expecting a bed frame to come within like the next week or two. So hopefully that'll come by the time that they're here, but if not, that's so fine. We just have our little mattress that we had in the van underneath this big one. It's also getting quite hot. I'm not sure if this table is going to be a bit of a hazard. I feel like this room has just always looked unfinished. Like it's always been the dumping room, and like whenever, like it's not very often that people come over to stay, but when they do come to stay, they're always just in a bit of a nothing room, and I really want to make it nice. So this is what I've ended up with, which doesn't look too bad. I think a cute little table in the corner with a plant, bed under the window, a little bedside table thing, and another big plant. It's not much, but I think it looks so much better and brighter than it did before. Happy with that, and then I'm just gonna make the bed like the day that they come, so it's nice and fresh. Today is a nice little cozy day. I'm just in my jumper, my trackies and my slippers. Oh, camera is slipping. And I've just painted the first little white dots on my little mushroom over here. Oh, there's Zig. Oh, he's going to bed. Why are you going to bed, Zig? You don't want to go to bed. Cosmo in bed. Oh, Cosmo's in bed. But basically, while I wait for my first little mushroom spots to dry, I'm gonna put away that laundry, clean up the kitchen, tidy the house a little bit. Then it will be ready for me to paint the second lot of white spots, edit the video, upload the video, and then get on with the cleaning for the rest of the day. Oh, you don't want people to see you sleeping? He's like, nah guys, I'm not sleeping. You're not sleeping? I'm just about to have a bit of a makeshift Caesar salad for lunch. I brought like a little Caesar salad packet from Aldi. But every single time I cook chicken, it doesn't work. I don't know what it is. I can't cook things on the stove. Like I'm just not a good cook. I don't know how to cook it. So I use frozen chicken nuggets. But I saw this thing on Pinterest where instead of like just rolling up the bag and leaving it all like gross and crinkly, you sort of like tie it like a present on top, which I don't know, just thought was a fun thing. And just when I grabbed the nuggets out then, I'm like, oh, I forgot I did that, so I'm gonna show you. So essentially, it's just a knot at the top, and instead of cutting it across like you would to open it, you just cut one little bit down the middle, and then it turns into like a little bag, and then you can just tie it in a knot and put it in the freezer, and it's such a better like compact way to keep it nice and fresh, so it doesn't have those little like frozen icicles on it, because if you roll bags up and you put like a rubber band around it or something, it's not the nicest looking thing, and it also doesn't keep it as fresh. And so I would show you what I did last time I used these nuggets. I just put like 6 frozen nuggets in, and then I put them on for I think 8 minutes. Then I just cut them into little strips. I put them on my salad, and it's like a little chicken Caesar salad without the rubbery chicken, because I don't know what it is. Every single time I cook chicken, it just doesn't work. Me and chicken are not friends. Anyway, I've got my 6 little nuggets in here. And then to tie the bag back up, you just grab the 2 little sides, tie it in a knot, and it's like a cute little present in your freezer. There's some useless information that nobody needs to know. Another little fun fact that nobody asked for. 2 Christmases ago, my sister asked me, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, oh, I'd love an air fryer. Not thinking that we were in the van. We had no space for anything. We were literally picking up our life from the East Coast, driving across to the West Coast. Here I am asking for a giant air fryer. I didn't think about the space. And the present came and we were opening it. Rowan's like, oh my God, that's so big. And I'm like, oh, I asked for it. And so we had to carry this giant air fryer across the country. It was literally sitting in our kitchen for 2 weeks as we made our way across. And I just feel so bad, but I personally have used this air fryer pretty much every single week for at least 1 meal. Like, I just love this air fryer so much. So Hayley, if you're watching, thank you so much for the air fryer. Even though it was probably too big to carry across the country, but that one was my fault. But yeah, fun little story about our little air fryer. We've just come to a little cafe for breakfast and there's like a free bucket with these giant grapefruits. I feel like it's almost the size of my head. So that giant grapefruit we got, we don't have anywhere to put it because Rowan's bike boot is like this big, and this is what we've decided on doing.
The hood is now the pocket, and then, yep.
That's how we're gonna get it home.
Just pull it as tight as you can so you don't choke yourself.
What knot is best for holding grapefruit?
That one. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, excuse my hair, I've just washed it. Excuse my voice, I wasn't just a barista today, so I was like talking to people and like screaming out names, so my voice is very dead because it's public holiday today, very busy. Anyway, you know the grapefruit that we picked up for free from the cafe the other day? I'm about to try it for the first time. I don't think I've ever had grapefruit. I might have as a kid, but I've forgotten what it tastes like. It smells like a lemon. Oh my gosh, it's sour. I don't hate it. I would maybe give this 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 maybe. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this weekly vlog, and I'll be back next week with another one. Bye!